Yo! I think I'm live on YouTube. Am I? I'm trying to figure all this out. This is all very, very new to me. This is all very, very new. Yeah. I think the only way that it allows me to do it for free, through Streamlabs is if I'm streaming to, like a vertical platform and a horizontal platform. I can't stream to two vertical or two horizontal platforms at the same time, which kind of sucks. So unless I'm using OBS, which I don't want to, because this allows me all the overlays and everything a lot easier, I'm going to have to stick with either streaming to Twitch and TikTok or YouTube and TikTok, or vice versa. Do you see what I mean? So it's kind of, yeah. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, TikTok and another. So I'm hoping that this... I'm hoping that I can kind of figure this out a bit. But I might just have to start streaming it to TikTok and streaming it to YouTube. And then eventually then also streaming it to Twitch. So I'm just trying to get a grip on it all, really. But for some reason, I can't actually... it says I have to sign into YouTube to chat, but even though this is already linked... even though this is already linked to YouTube, which makes no sense. There we go. Yes, it's me. Allow the verification. And now I'm signed in. Right, so I believe currently I'm only streaming to YouTube, but let's just go with it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Right. 2 seconds. Oh, shit. I need to try and make sure that everything is aligned with the screen so that you can see everything. You can tell that I'm completely new to all this, can't you? But there we go. Done. Right, sweet. We've got a second viewer. Say hi in the chat so I know who you are. Let's go, go, go. I was streaming this over on Twitch, but I've had to switch back to YouTube because I'm trying to figure out a few things. But as you can see, I've sort of spiced up the stream a bit, so it's kind of a bit more interesting. But yeah, I think this might make it a bit more fluid. I've got some more stuff going on. Pro streamer. You're funny. But yeah, hopefully you guys can enjoy the rest of the stream. And no, okay, I just accidentally flipped the wrong thing vertically. There you go. Right, now that's upside down. Great. Right, 2 seconds. Fabulous. Right, just give me 2 secs. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Transform. Flip vertically. There we go. Now I'm actually up the right way. And then transform. Flip horizontally. There we go. That's going to be better. Right. Let's continue, shall we? Right. So. Right, let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Rude.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So going this way. I might do like another hour and a half maybe. So let's try and see how it goes. New content. New content. I feel like this game's just fucking with me at this point.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Right. Boom. There we go, in the lift again.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable.
On it. So that just proves that I do read the messages. It might be a little bit louder as it's through YouTube. I don't know if that'll make any difference. Right, let me know if that's any better.
2.
It might actually be that I need to turn that down. There we go. If I turn that to 75, turn that to 75 as well. Is that better?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory, but...
Still? Really? Okay, is that better?
A fully fledged sequel, an entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
The end is never the end again. Invent a showcase.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much
Bomb.
catchier
Cheers,
than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
Taste the sequel.
But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
They're back 2 doors. Oh, cool. Like, there's all the different logo ideas. I wonder if this is actually a thing or whether this is just him being upset
Now,
with
to
the
be
fact
clear,
of the Ultra.
I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around...
1 second. Let me just switch that back. Oh my god. Why am I incapable of selecting the actual thing that I want to select? The end is never the end. Again. Right. Let's go.
It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
New features. He's really gone all out on this, hasn't he? Whoop.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course,
Too
first
big,
and most
too small,
obvious
just
answer
right.
is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Okay. What's my name?
Sorry, I should have clarified.
Jim.
Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final
Jim was
game,
on the
this
whiteboard
button will
earlier.
say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this
Jim's one of the
feature.
other workers.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see! What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start
I am Jim!
of who you actually are.
Jim.
Right. So, no, okay, can't go through there. What does it say? I can't even see close enough to see what names are on that. Too much Jim. Too much Laszlo, Lazarus, Lazarus. Right. Let's continue. Is that just a light? Oh wow, that is very bright. That is very bright. Right, no, okay. So I need to go and try one of the other things now, I think.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Please, no screenshots. Red is the new orange. Ray traced more of the same, but in a good sequel to the new features, new content, new ideas. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. Right, jump circle. For fuck's sakes! Jump circle, the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Free new and easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Get it here. It just works. It just works. Okay. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement, no more steps. It's
now, here's something
never
special.
that straightforward.
You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Give me the damn achievement. You're a wizard, Harry. I'm a what? A wizard. Thumping good night, wizard. Okay, alright. So, we go this way. This way. God damn it. We go this way.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
No screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I would go with letting me get out. Oh, I see. Get well someday, or happy 12th birthday, stepniece. Right, okay.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get well someday it is.
It was my vote. What's the bloody point if he's not going to listen to me? What is the point if he is not going to listen to me? Right, give me 2 seconds. I'm just checking something. I'm just trying to make sure all of this is working. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's all working. Right. Okay, right. We go this way. There's a box. Oh, I can't open it.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Right, okay. So... been in there. Jump circle! Jump circle! It's the jump!
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Shit! Right. Yeah, no, exactly how I'm feeling, Martin. Right, the exit's that way. Infinite hole. Oh, God. Why am I drawn into this? But I know for a fact. I know what it is. Like, it's exactly as it says it is. But why am I still drawn in nonetheless? Like, am I stupid? Am I actually stupid? Hole entrance infinity. Infinite hole chart. More hole. Infinity. Science. More falling. Educational use only. Any hole is a goal. Ah, yeah, fair. Fair. It just keeps going. Rim. Nah. Right.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Oh, God.
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Shall I do it? Shall I do it? Martin, tell me if I should do it. Do I jump in the hole? Sounds kind of fun. Yeah, alright.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
How long can I...
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay,
I wonder what's
Stanley,
at the centre of
I
the
don't know
earth.
quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button.
My question is, how am I
Walk
still
up to
alive?
the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I wonder if I just ignore the command. Give it 10 more seconds. And I'm free, free falling. And I'm free falling, and I'm free falling.
Great. Now,
There we go.
I'm very excited
What
to
the
show
hell?
you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
I swear that's not how it looked when I went in. Right. And I'm free falling, and I'm free falling, and I'm free. Free falling. And I'm free. Free falling. Free new and easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Right, that's new. Can you find them? Can you find them? Ooh.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay, what is that? It's me! Nice.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Merch. Settings world champion. Parable reassurance bucket. Where's B2? Oh, I'm kind of intrigued. Oh, there's the merch stand. Right. Oh, okay. This t-shirt is the best new feature. The end is never the end again. I saw the new content. I wonder whether the QR code... Does the QR code actually work? 1 minute. Does the QR code work? It does! That's so cool. Look. There's an actual website and everything. And it says, welcome to the official website of Stanley Parable. No, I don't think you can buy merch here. But it just says, a sequel, huh? Watch our helpful and informative video to learn more about the Stanley Parable and what the journey becoming in the sequel is all about. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it.
Say there, Jimmy. What's that you're enjoying? Why, it's breakfast, of course. Everyone loves breakfast. But did you know that breakfast is getting a sequel? That's right. It's called Lunch. And critics are raving that Lunch will be everything breakfast was and more. With a little luck, we may even get a trilogy series out of it. Say, you know what a sequel is, don't you, Timmy? Why, sequels are the world's way of clinging helplessly to the past. We all want more of the things we love, and we're all afraid
Oh my god, it's 10 minutes long.
from the being added into the
Yeah,
game.
okay. Yeah. I'm not watching all 10 minutes of that. But cool. Cool. Kill. Right, how do I bring up... 1 minute. There we go. Save it for later. No, I will. Right, I want to see what this bucket thing is.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense
The
of reckless
reassurance
despair
bucket.
in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease
There's nothing
will
there.
fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Oh, there we go.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be
What the hell?
honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Okay.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Does
I
it?
think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Has it really?
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All
Do they?
this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Yes! Right. Right, let's take the bucket down the hole. Bum, bum, bum,
Does
bum.
anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
We're going to the hole. We're going to the hole. We're going on a little journey to the hole. We're going to the hole. We're going to the hole. I've got my bucket and I'm going to the hole. We're on our way. Biddy boop 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 boop. We're on our way. Biddy boop
Oh,
boop.
for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh.
I feel like it was quicker that
Did
time.
the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help
Yeah.
but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole. I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Oh, just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. I can remember how that bit went. You and I. Ha, 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 ha.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled.
Right.
I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole.
So the skip button can no longer... got longer. And the hole got smaller.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep. Even by
Because
the
it's
max
not.
overall
What the hell
standards
is
for
going on with this
accountability in
hole?
marketing. What's going on here?
What is
Stanley,
going on here?
I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any
What
shorter.
the hell?
Well, there it is.
Oh.
The shame my lie has come to haunt me.
Hey.
How is this still appealing
Oh,
to you?
wait, how do I get back
I
out?
know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever
Pass
it
the
is
bucket.
you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Right, I'm pressing it.
Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix
This
this.
game is so confusing.
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
Come back!
You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally
Come back!
anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
What a dick. Great. I can't get out the hole. Wait, what's that sound? What is happening? No. Right, what is going on? What's going on? It's okay though, I've got my trusty bucket. What is going on? Huh? Yeah, the hole is holding. Great. Well, at least I've got my bucket. I feel like a DJ at this point. What the hell is this game?
You're no longer using up this space of mine.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley! Oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley. Because this hole is just so darn
DJ Joe on the
fascinating,
mic!
I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to all of them.
In this hole.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Great.
Toodle-pip.
Doodle pip. Then I'm gonna go down again. Oh, no I'm not. No I'm not. Right. This game is so weird.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Well, I think I've seen everything. Let me just check the... Let me check the board. Setting world champion, where's that? Hashtag. Thank you. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate it. I appreciate the honesty. 3 minutes 44. Well, that's just that again. Okay, well, we'll head for the exit. Well, this has been interesting. Don't you think? Don't you think this has been rather interesting? It's different. Certainly different. Never played a game like it.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
New mug.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay, are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley?
What the hell?
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans
It's always
to love
hard
it.
to beat the
No
first.
matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big...
That's how it loops me back to the start again. Okay, that was actually really cleverly done.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
They've
could it
added
mean?
stuff in.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Oh,
he had
this is
sent in
so
Mr.
cool.
Memo.
I've got my bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Right, well that room's now closed this time. Got the balloons everywhere. Oh, where am I going?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that,
That's what
can't you?
I
The
thought
aura
that would
of
be
jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning
That's why I
supplies.
came in it.
Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket.
What
This
the
is
hell
your
is this
companion
game?
and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty
Ow! What is he talking about? This is just absolutely nuts.
insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I'd never.
This is so weird,
Go
but
on,
I actually
Stanley.
really love it.
Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it. Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Is that the end of this, or...?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Anything else? I know, right?
You know
I
what?
love it.
I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Can I hand the bucket over to the broom closet? I didn't think that that would ever be a phrase, I'd say. Right, apparently not. Right, let's just move on.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Right. Executive bathroom. Oh!
You
Oh!
found one of them. One of
I
the
got
miniature
one!
Stanley figurines. Remember, no
Well, technically
reward for
I've got
collecting all
two.
of these. Only the intrinsic.
I just realised that my my camera's slightly offline. And that's kind of annoying. 2 seconds. Just gonna fix it. There we go, I think that's better. Oh, it's slightly off on the left. Oh, why do I have to notice these things? There we go, I think that's better. 2845. Yes.
Pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Nice. Well, you did already tell me that I'm not going to get anything for it, but... Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Just made that up. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money kiss. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money kiss. Yeah, I'll just shut up. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Right. Can I jump out the window? Right,
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
oh god.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket, it's all in the bucket. It's all in the bucket.
Another
I got
Stanley
another
figurine.
one!
This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Thank you, Martin.
Marching towards an unknown fate.
Money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp.
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring
Money
that in this
crisp.
darkest moment of uncertainty,
Money
he
in the
would be all
morning,
right.
money in the
The bucket is
evening,
here
money
you,
for
Stanley.
breakfast, and money
Everything
crisp.
will be fine.
Money in
Stanley
the
and the bucket
morning,
walked straight
money
ahead
in the
through the large
evening,
door
money
that
for
read,
crisp.
Mind Control Facility.
Will the bucket save me? Will the bucket save
Although
me?
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Okay, alright.
But
Alright.
of course,
I've-
Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and
Okay,
realized
no,
they
okay.
simply had too much to live for.
Okay, I've learnt my lesson, I think. I think. It's not promised.
The
Boom.
lights rose on an enormous room.
Can I
packed
win with the
television
bucket this time?
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Right. That's going to be stuck in my head for days now. Boom!
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone
No, I
in the
didn't.
office
It's
was
very
being
firmly in my
videotaped,
hand.
monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this,
But
and it very
the other
nearly
workers
burst
still
into
aren't back,
tears as
so-
Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Yep. Don't worry, Bucket. Everything's good. I got you. I got you. And you're property of Stanley. No one can touch you now. Don't worry.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kind
I'm sorry to tell you,
of things does
narrator.
a bucket want to do?
It's a fucking
In the
bucket!
first place, these questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Right.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one.
Narrow
except
down to being
the
friends with a bucket. Brilliant. Sweet. Right.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system. Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Is it over?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine.
So is that
Freedom
another-
was
is
now
that
mere
another-
moments away.
Another ending I've just
Excitedly,
unlocked.
The two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to
Martin.
trust, to support, and...
Is that another ending I've just unlocked?
What? Wait. What was happening?
What?
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Yeah.
Even the facility itself,
I've done it before, but not with the bucket.
The incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
The hell?
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
What the fuck is happening?
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Right. Okay. I'm really confused at this
When
point.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What? Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. How many questions? Right. Follow clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. 416? Large room, lots of boxes. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Right. Okay. 2 seconds. Okay. Martin, have you watched this much of it to know what's going on or no?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The stairs. Right.
Okay, I'm going back to the name
Right.
of these little Stanley figurines. And
I
now I'm
thought that
torn
was
between
what I needed to do.
Stanlerines and Figlers. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense
And then
of
red and
happiness
blue, I think
that
that's
you
the
get
room I'm
from
about to go
seeing a
into.
small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1. Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
And then...
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during
Blue.
work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Oh,
All
no,
because
I'm
he
stuck here
believed
again.
everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then
If I click
something
begin the
occurred to
game again,
Stanley.
does that mean that I start the
Maybe,
entire
thought to
game
himself,
again, or does that
maybe
just
I
mean...
am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking
Like,
mysteriously out
what
of
does that mean?
existence
Does it
in a
mean it just
single
sends me back
moment
to the start of the
for
day
no
again?
reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for...
I'm tempted to... There we go. Okay,
all
it
of his
worked,
co-workers
luckily.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Right.
missed a memo.
Let me just double check that it's picked up that trophy then. but I just won't walk into that room this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Right, yeah, it still picked it up. Right, so I've got that one. Oh, bugger. That's one thing I didn't do, is I haven't gone up in the elevator yet. Oh, so you don't... So it doesn't actually do anything. Ben. Martin, I don't actually think it does anything. I think it's just music. I wonder if I press it up again, does it do anything different? No. Okay, it just keeps bringing you back to the same place.
Here's the door, just go.
Okay then. Just double check. No. I may be a bit quiet over the weekend in terms of streaming and stuff, just because I'm moving at the end of the weekend.
Stanley walked
Just
straight
so you
ahead
know
through the
if I'm
large
not
door
on
that
stream.
read Mind Control Facility.
And yeah, once I'm in my new place, then I'll get some more videos done.
The lights rose on an enormous room
Just
packed
taking
with television
like a
screens.
semi-break at the minute,
What
just to focus on
horrible
some other
secret
stuff.
did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each board
No, I
number of
know.
an
It's a
employee in the
very
building,
long story.
Stanley's co-workers,
Very long story.
the lives of so many
Something's kind of
individuals
abruptly
reduced
happened.
to images on a screen.
But
And
yeah,
Stanley,
I'm dealing with
one
it,
of them,
and I will be moving
eternally monitored
ASAP.
in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So I will, at some point, show you the new setup when I move. Might even do it on stream, to be fair.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy
Appreciate it,
or
Martin.
sad
Thank you
or
very
content.
much.
Walking, eating, working.
Thank you very much,
all of
Lee.
it monitored and commanded from this very place. And
I
as
just-
the cold
I feel like
reality
there's
of his
something to do with
past
the
began
buttons.
to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
I feel like, yeah, but I
would
feel like I've already
dismantle
done the
controls
options.
once and for all.
5. But I can't. Martin, do I need to do it again? Or am I missing something in terms of those buttons in there? Do you know? Oh, okay. Alright, I didn't know that you watched it all that time ago. Right. I don't think it will blow up. I don't
And
think
when at
it
last he
will
found
blow
the
up.
source of the room's power, he knew it would. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave.
See, I know
If you want to
my
send
stepbrother told me
story on
earlier that
track, you'll
Markiplier
have to do
and
much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly
Jacksepticeye
the
have
power
played
you
this,
think you do, for example,
and
I believe
I've
you'll
just
find
never
this
seen their
pertinent.
gameplay of it.
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode,
I don't think that's
eliminating
meant to
the
happen.
entire complex. How long until detonation then?
1 minute.
Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a
Right.
shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments
I know what I've got to
until
do.
the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More
I
time
know what I
to
gotta
talk
do.
about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right,
Oh,
I'm
don't
in a
be an
good mood.
ass.
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Charge.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything,
They all say
and take
3.
back the control wrested away from
3.
you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Where's the number
But
3?
I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
4.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000?
1,
I
2,
look forward
3,
to finding
4,
out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail.
5.
Just you and me in the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again.
1.
And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
2.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just
Oh,
you being
shit.
blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
So is it meant to
Make
match?
it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life
great.
from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
There we go. Right. I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to come back to this though in the next couple of days. I'm gonna come back round to this. But yeah, I'll be back on stream with this in a few days' time. I'm going to keep going at this because I really want to try and figure out a lot more of the endings. But I am going to go to bed. So, adios, Martin. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you sticking through the pretty much all of it. Yeah, you've been here since the very beginning. So I appreciate it, and I appreciate your support as always. And you will see me live again in a few days too. Peace.